Started yoga when I was 14 years. But health only I realized after 7-8 years of practice.
What was your guru's name?
Krishnamacharya.
And could you tell me a little bit about the method of yoga that Krishnamacharya was teaching there?
Well, it's very difficult for a boy of 14-15 years to analyze what my Guruji was, what type of yoga was teaching or something like that, Well, I can say it's like a drill system to a very great extent. Because royal family members, when they are practicing, so they are all martial people. So for martial people, meditation is not going to help them. So naturally my Guruji must have thought that for these martial people, like martial art, yoga has to become a martial art to train them. So these rigorous movements, what you call today Vinyasa, is a jumping movements from asana to asana, which you have seen my film also, 1938 film.
Yes, health and well-being.
I said martial people means what? You should know the background. So that was the background. No? Philosophy cannot be explained there, because the martial people don't want philosophy, they want vanity. So accordingly, jumpings are the only best method to create vanity.
Krishnamacharya's yoga is still it's very popular with the Westerners. It's actually what I practice, is the jumping and stuff like that.
Say, jumping for what? I told because youngsters want show off. So for certain age, as a martial children, youth have that quality, of Kshatriya Dharma, martial, character in their mentality.
Well, I'm just wondering what your opinion of whether you think it's constructive for someone like me, who's 30 years old, started yoga a few months ago, whether it's constructive for me to pursue that kind of yoga.
Pursue, whether you can do it later, that's what I'm saying. Up to 40 years you can do. Afterwards you will find heart start beating, head becoming hot, then what will you do?
Yeah.
I changed the system because, 60-year man, if I talk him jump and go to Shirshasana, what would happen?
He would break.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I know so many cases where they did jumpings and retina of the eyes had come. They displaced retina, which I had to put correctly afterwards. They came to me, I worked. So I said, don't do jumpings because it does not hold. Your eyes are weak, how can you do jumpings? For children, yes, they can do. Because they are all healthy.
And how did you come?
That's all, health. Health, people do not know. What is health? They say, I'm physically healthy. But others, they don't say anything. I'm healthy or unhealthy, right? But health has got different features. Yama Niyamasana has, you have got 7 states of awareness. There are 7 states of health. Conquest of the body, conquest of the breath, conquest of the indriyas, conquest of the mind, conquest of the intelligence, conquest of the consciousness, conquest of the conscience, or the various awareness in the practice of yoga. So similarly, you have to compare. When there are so many stages, then there must be physical health, there must be ethical health, there must be a mental health, there must be an intellectual health, there must be a conscious health, there must be a conscientious health. You may be healthy, but conscientious health, suppose you are a libertarian, how can you say I'm healthy? Tell me. Years later they started asking that we are doing the physical type and you are also doing, what difference is there? So why yoga? We can do this alone, because that was very predominant wrestling. Then I thought that I have to think in what way I have to learn to make this more attractive. I learned to tell you, as your photographer takes the profile of the face, I thought that in each asana the profile is this. Suppose my foot is the profile, in what way I have to place the foot to get the correct attraction of the people to see the foot alone. So this way I started developing it.
What was it that empowered you to improve upon it? Was it the modern way of looking at the
body?
No,
not at all. When the students started questioning me, saying that is it right, is it wrong, suppose they get a stretch on the Shirshasana, some pain, then I have to think. So in where the leg gone, which part the body has taken away, so what have I to do?
So the modifications were driven by your students and
Gradually.
their needs. Yeah.
For example, just now, you will be surprised to know. Now, even if I read, how many years you have done yoga?
28.
Huh?
28.
28 years. Now see, here I am writing about Shirshasana. It's hard to learn this asana, yet I hope you understand and learn to do comfortably by extending and elevating the sides of the trunk. Did you know that?
No.
Now can you say now? So this is secret. 28 years. Now how can I get the knowledge? See how difficult it is for me. So Shirshasana means if the side of the side trunk is kept alert, the balance comes. And nobody knows. Everybody struggles with their hands. Because you open your chest, you elongate the chest, the front chest is longer, side chest is shorter. And that's why I said I've given the clue how to do the correct pose. Extending and elongating, see, elevating the sides of the trunk. I've added just today. So is it not a new knowledge to me also to give?
So you're still learning things.
Yes. I want my children, my students to do like that. Then I'm very happy.
Yeah.
I say.
How did your guru react to your innovations? I mean, you were at this point creating your
Well,
own
he never knew for years that I was changing. And made it as a science.
What do you think of the way that your teachings have been, because there's an evolution when it's taught in the United States.
From where my Guruji left, I proceeded. I want my students to proceed from where I left. That's all. That is as simple as it is.
So yoga.
Science is progressing. Art is progressing. So yoga is being an art, a science, it has to progress. Otherwise it's stagnation again. And somebody have to come to life to revolutionize again.
It seems
mingling.
like
There is a mingling of the Western feeling in the Eastern mind.
And that's also contributing to the
Yes,
development
it
of
is
yoga.
Definitely is contributing. I told you it has come back to India. The wind is blowing. It didn't blow for years. I went to England, then it started blowing that side. Now the wind is whirlwind, we call it, so it is coming back to India.
Well, it's a fascinating thing because the typical idea of yoga is that, it's this thing from India, but what we see is it not?
No, it's not from India. It was originated, that's all. But it concerns the human being. That's why the very word Patanjali has used, he has used the word, it is Sarvabhauma, means universal culture. He never used as a Hindu culture. He has used the word universal culture. That's the beauty of his word. So it stands for the humanity.